Showdown, we're entering map number 3, which is going to be Warhawk Blitz. Faze are making quick work of this series. They're up 2-0. They have a chance to close it out here. So before this match could potentially end, I suggest you guys get your tweets in.
Yeah.
Hashtag Scuf Showdown. Hashtag Faze. They're looking like they're going to win right now. That might be your best bet at winning a Scuf.
Yeah, I mean, we see how fast the fans are turning right now. I mean, it was like 70-25 in favor of Optic at the start. No playing with Bloods instead of Proof tonight. Now, I mean, completely
yeah,
flipped.
I originally had Optic Gaming taking this one, but I think Proof is a pretty big part of this team.
Oh, absolutely.
And without him, especially, looks like they're going to try to get a restart here, which is no problem at all. But without Proof playing, I went ahead, changed my prediction. I got Faze winning this one, especially, of course, now that I see that they're up 2-0.
Okay. What do you think the score is going to be on the splits?
On the splits, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be 15-10 in favor of Faze.
Optic never plays a high-scoring blitz.
But they have a fill-in, so they got to change it up.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
If Optic's going to win this, it's going to be really close. It's going to be like 3-2.
3-2?
If Faze wins this blitz, it will be a lot to a little.
A lot to a little?
Faze is very good on this map because I'm going to tell you what they do is they'll push 2 up on, your one side, and let's say, they push and they're getting, that post area control. You'll have to run back.
Okay, so you're saying they're attacking from the diner side of the map.
Yes, they're attacking from diner side. They'll push post, and they'll just get 2 guys over there, and they'll just kind of like hang out. Your team knows you got to rotate back. And when they rotate back, the people in post won't push. They'll just kind of sit there.
Oh.
And they don't really challenge. You really got to either
they're like, we got to get these guys out of post.
And then by the time you try and make a play and get over there, there's 2 other guys pinching you, and then you start spawning on your point. You just spawn up, you die. That's not what you want. And, Faze is very good at getting that. And then they start spawning you a lot, and they start spawning you
Teams kind of play differently. A lot will try to set up for that spawn trap on the right side, but Faze, what they do is they block both spawn points.
Block both.
And then they force them to spawn on their goal.
Yeah.
And even though you got some cover on your goal, not immediately when you're spawning up.
No, so they get, when they do that, they get 2 or 3 calves pretty easy. And then it's hard because, if you don't rotate back, there's going to be one guy in there always capping, or there's going to be somebody just slaying out. But if you overextend, you don't get those people out, you're not really trading effectively because they're up by so many.
This is true. Now, I'm curious to see are there going to be any defenders here? It's something we were talking about at the start of the show. Are we going to see any goalies?
Clay's going to be playing D. Clay's got an AR out. It'll be interesting to see if Bloods or Scump are running an AR either. You want to check that real quick?
Bloods, he's got a sub.
He tried to jump it on that truck and he missed.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be watching Scump. He's in charge of watching this left lane. You see Nadeshot, he's also highlighted because he's known for being a little sneaky beaver here on Blitz as he's attacking the right side. And that immediately 3 go down, clicks less than 1 with the AR. All 4 go down. This is not the start Optic Gaming wanted. Faze are going to have map control. It's going to be Optic first peek here.
You notice they're spawning right on their goal like we were talking about, and this is not a good situation for Optic.
Yeah, Optic will get taken down. So 1 down. Parasite finds Nadeshot as smokes go down on the goal, and that is so annoying to deal with. But it looks like Optic Gaming, they're going to be able to stabilize here. But very good start for Faze, and I think Sensor just got through enemy lines. He's going to find 1 player on the goal. This is going to be Nadeshot playing some defense. I like the route Sensor is taking. Let's see if he can finish it off with the goal.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a huge play if Sensor can.
Oh, no way!
He's able to get in.
What? But Bloods is able to trade it. In the end, it really no harm done, but crazy cap come from Sensei. He just kind of YOLO'd that and went for the. There were 2 plays for Optic there. I think what happened is whoever was coming back from Ice Cream Alley blocked off Nadeshot's line of sight.
Watching plays like that give me a heart attack. Stuff like that goes on.
Okay, so who's this attacking through Water Tower? It's going to be Clayster. Sensor will find him here. Good job checking all areas of the map as Sensor will now push this through. Parasite's already there. Parasite took down Nadeshot. This is going to be a cap for Faze. You see Parasite going in, but you got to watch out near American. It looks like Faze is here for defense, though.
Yeah, you see Optic, they're having 2 players overextend, only sending 1 back for D. But, Faze doing a great job playing D in their base, and if Doug just goes in, he's going to get a cap, so Faze is up 3-2-1. Great defensive plays, great rotations out of Faze in general. I mean, they're just a very good Warhawk Blitz team.
And those kind of casts are just so annoying. I mean, just look at it from Optic Gaming shoes. They sent a guy to rotate back. He just didn't go all the way back near the propane tank. So many different corners to check. And once again, 3 go down. Nadeshot isn't going to be able to get a cap. This is going to be pretty big. finds one near bottom bakery. Oh, that's
Ooh,
just
the
Call of Duty
timing.
timing, man. He was pre-aiming there. He was like, I think someone could rotate back from here. All right, maybe he's not rotating back. And then as soon as he moves away from that spot, Parasite pushes through and takes him out.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you have Sensor again. He's working for another cap, but Clay playing good defense. You notice Clay switching to a submachine gun. Seems like he thinks his team needs a little extra pressure. And when you see Clay switch to a sub, it seems like Optic's just going to try and push and just try and win gun battles and just make this a high-scoring game. But they're not going to be able to win a high-scoring game with Faze on this blitz.
So now, would you rather have Clayster being aggressive with the sub or aggressive with an assault rifle?
You know, Optic's good on this map when he plays with Proof and, they run their AR game, but, obviously they don't have Proof tonight. I mean, maybe I would have just had Bloods play D. It would have been easier to have
demote him even further.
I mean, I'm not saying demote him. An interesting knife right there out of Parasite. But, no, I think, obviously, as a submachine gun player, teamwork is huge, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have teamwork with your other subs and you just coordinate your pushes and stay on the same level, it's going to be difficult. So, for Clay to run a sub, it's with Scump and Nade, probably a little bit better idea. With Bloods, it's kind of just everyone running around and nobody really getting a push. But right there, Nade will take out 2. He's trying to make plays in the base.
Yeah, he was able to take out 2, but take a look at his minimap. His teammates nowhere to support him, and Nade is just working alone right now, and he's going to decide to push around, finds one near the porch, makes quick work there of Sensor. He's in the zone to try to score a goal. A spot this player near back diner. This could be a huge kill made, but the Faze members are spawning up. But now Nadeshot, he's got some help. Even though he gets taken out, here comes Bloods. He's making his way through the diner side of the map. Finds one on the goal, takes out Sensor, another one near the pickup, but Faze, they're able to put another goal on the board. Bloods, he's going to try to trade this. Won't be able to.
It's so much time, Riven.
Yeah.
Like, Nade was in there for a while.
For like 20, 25 seconds he was there.
And nobody even got close to really helping him. I mean, Bloods
At least he could get a goal now.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get a goal now, but, I mean, what really good is that? I mean, you should have
It's going to be immediately traded, though, after
this. Yeah, I mean, after he's going to trade it, just walk by. But, I mean, right there is a perfect example. Bloods needed to be there to help out Nade, and he just kind of hesitated a little bit. He was coming right through the alley. You just saw him go down, and he was just kind of sitting there, just looking at Diner right there. You need to make that push if you're Bloods, because, I mean, even if there is a player in Diner, I mean, realistically, he's going to kill you regardless, right? So you got to make that push and try and get at least, map control for your team.
Oh, Clayster going to run right past that Faze member.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he was spotted, so big plays coming out of him. Optic Gaming, they could capture one more goal in this game, but just looking through the minimap, it looks like Bloods is the furthest one pushed up right now, and he just focused on holding the street. He will get taken down, so it's looking like going into the half phase. We'll be up by 4 captures, just looking through the scoreboard. Adding up the kills, it looks like Faze maybe have a few more kills, but really it's all about your caps here in Blitz. So Faze, they got a pretty nice lead going to the halftime here.
Yeah, I mean, Faze, it's exactly the type of game you want. Dido, 12 kills, no caps. Parasite playing some good overall games. Sensor getting his 3 caps. If you're Optic, you're really going to need to ramp the pressure up. You're going to need to get big plays on your own goal, because right now you're really going to have to play super aggressive, and it's going to leave you in a lot of one-on-one situations at your own base, or trying to pick up guys who are sneaking. And first blood right there is huge out of Clay, but you're really going to need to play super aggressive. That type of play right there, Scumpy, he really just needed to force the issue right there.
Yeah, and the one thing about having to play aggressive is that means you can't afford the time to check your corner. You can't afford the time to rotate back and clear out your base. So Faze, they're going to get the first cap of the second half here. That one coming in from Sensor. So just increasing their lead here. And now Optic Gaming, at one point in time, do they just say screw it and all start overextending and just kind of giving up on their base and focusing on caps?
It's odd because they really haven't put too much emphasis on playing at their own base. They've been trying to play aggressive. They just really haven't gotten anything going, really. So, I mean, you say, when do they stop focusing on their base? Well, they haven't really been focusing on their base. I mean,
this is true.
See Parasite right here. He's going to run and get a cap pretty easy just by somebody trying to rotate back, not getting time. But, yeah, I think if you're Optic, you really just need to fully commit to just going for goals. But, I mean, it's pretty difficult this time. Right there, I mean, that's huge. They're able to get 2 players, and they're able to create some kind of little run. But they're just trading caps, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, at this point in time, all Faze have to do is if they all overextend and try to get to Optic's base, well, they'll walk away with the win. So Nadeshot is here. He's trying to cut it off. One player to get through. That's going to be Sensor. And once again, another goal being scored. Faze going up by 11. So as Optic, they decide to push up towards the wood fence here to try to cut up the overextension. Faze is just like, okay, I'm going to overextend from the other side of the map now.
Yeah.
And nobody was there, so Faze pretty much got some free caps.
No, Optic's just left in a weird spot. You know, they're
Yeah.
playing super aggressive. They're not getting caps. They can't afford to play D. It's not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, they really need to get Faze into spawn trap, but at this point it's going to be just extremely difficult. Parasite makes a big kill there on Scump, so Optic Gaming, that's a lot of pressure that they don't have now. They don't have anybody in the base to go down. Parasite's just going to push up near the water tower side of the map. Just look at where Optic are located. They got the wood fence covered, they got mid street covered, and the guys off respawn will be able to cover water tower, but they're playing middle of the map right now. This guy might be able to get a capture. It's going to be Clayster, and this is a much-needed cap from Optic.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge cap right there out of Optic. They just have to make sure it doesn't lead into instant offense by Faze. And right there, I mean, Faze able to get 2 players down, right off the bat, 3 players down. And, you know, Nade is the only one left, and he's not in the best position. He's going to get flanked by Dito. And right now, I mean, Optic's spawning on that point. Going to need to make some plays. But even if Faze doesn't cap here, Revan, right? Just for the fact, I mean, which they did.
Pretty much traded a cap for complete map control.
Right.
And that takes away how many seconds off the clock? So it's
yeah.
worthwhile.
Even if they didn't go for a cap there, just for the fact that Optic has to stay in their base and they have to rotate back, they're just wasting time off the clock.
Nadeshot was able to overextend, wins a gunfight at the base, gets this capture, but his teammates, nobody there to spawn it up. And now it looks like Faze, they're going to play the contain game for a little bit, just trying to keep Optic pinned back. And Nadeshot, he might be able to make it down the middle of the street as his teammates, they have key defensive kills to make as we're still watching. Nade finds one off respawn, takes out Dito. If he goes right for this, he will have the goal. He's getting shot inside. Oh, that player from Faze spawning up around their goal. Finds one. Blood's helping him out there. One more on the goal. Oh, Nadeshot picking up some big kills, takes out Parasite, but they got to go for the goal. Only 90 seconds on the clock. Nadeshot gets taken out, but here comes Bloods around the corner along with Clayster. They will be able to get some scores here, but now the key thing to watch for is what are Faze going to do up the respawn?
It looks like Faze is going to rotate back, and you see Dito right
takes
there.
them both out.
Rotates back, and I mean, you know, that
was a game-winning play there for Faze.
That's a game-winning play right there at Dito. I mean, right there, I mean, you know, if Optic was able to get some map control, I would say, you know what, maybe a comeback is possible, but you know, Dito pretty much just sealed the deal right there with that rotation back and able to pick up those 2 huge kills. I mean, it's a huge play right there at Dito.
All right, here we go. Faze, if they get one more goal, this one will all be over. Apathy with the knife. Dito following up the push. One player back. Diner. Dito makes quick work of him, and that's going to do it right there. My prediction, I predicted 15-10. I was pretty close.
Yeah. No, you are pretty close. It's actually higher scoring than I thought it would be. I thought if Faze were to win, it would be like a blowout. Like, it would be something like 15 to like 4 or 5, but
this is going to make it 9.
No.
Come on, Optic, one more.
It just kind of became a little bit sloppy with everyone just kind of running around trying to get goals about halfway through. I think Optic realized, you know, they're not going to be able to win playing the way that they usually play with Proof. They're going to need to just kind of mess up the game a little bit and like throw out rotations off, get some 2 pieces. Oh, wow.
That was it for 15-10.
Somebody teabagging, Dito teabagging Clay right there.
So Faze are going to walk away with the win 3-0. Guys, if you haven't tweeted hashtag Scuf Showdowns with hashtag Faze, now's your chance to do it. Hurry up, get that tweet in before we choose a winner. But congratulations to Faze. They're going to take this league match 3-0 over Optic Gaming. You're looking at the stats sensor. Top performer for Faze for game 3. 2014 with 6 caps. Parasite also getting it done with the objective. He had 5 caps as well. Yeah. Clayster with the most caps for Optic Gaming. I think everybody would have predicted Nadeshot for that, but yeah. Clayster getting it done on all fronts.
MVP tonight.
MVP of the night?
I'd probably say Parasite, right?
Yeah, I think Parasite was consistently the best in all 3 games. Yeah. So I'll give it to Parasite.
I'll give it to Parasite too.
You're going with Parasite? Yeah, we agree on Parasite. MVP of this league match. Congratulations to Faze. They're going to move up in the standings, but I think they might have a few more games to play tonight. But guys, we're going to be announcing our winners soon. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, you will find out if you won a Scuf Gaming controller. Stay tuned here on MLG.TV to find out.